Hey folks, today I'm trying to remove the dashboard of this Infiniti. It's a 2014 Infiniti Qx80, and it's a little process to go through. But first, I figured out I need to remove this console here. If I'm able to remove this console, there's some bolts in the back where I need to access and everything before I'm able to remove this whole dashboard out. The first thing I did was to get this piece off. I used this tool and pry it like this, and then it will come right out. And once it comes right out, I pulled this piece out. I've already pulled out the first one. It's easy. You just pull these two pieces out. And now, just to remove this whole set, I have this little tool right here that I'm gonna use to get this. There's a clip here where you pull this clip out, and then you're able to remove this the shift knob. And once you remove the shift knob, this whole thing should be able to come out, and then you unplug unplug the wires down there. Let me put my phone down and see if we can be able to, if I can show you guys exactly what I'm dealing with. Okay. That's the pin right there. All right, and here we are. It comes right out, and those are the thing you need to, those things there you gotta unplug. All right, so there's this little panel right here. If you pull this panel out like that, that releases this, and then you pull this up, and that's it. It comes right off. Okay, we got this 4 screws out right there and there. Now we're gonna take this panel off, and to take this panel off, you just wiggle this like this, right there, and this whole panel is out. So you just go ahead and unplug those switches back there. So now we use our Phillips to get this one out. We need and there's the other 2 screws that's holding this unit right here. So let's go ahead and pop it up. Alright. So now you just be careful with this here. Just put the little stuff in there and pry this out. Pry this out. It should be able to come right out like that. There you go. And that is out. And now you can just lift the screen up and unplug the screen, just like that. Let's unplug it. Once we get all this out, we can get the navigation systems out, which there's one bolt, one screw that's supposed to be here, and there's 2 more screws right in between here that we can also remove, and those are Phillips right there. If you're taking the whole dashboard out, you don't really need to take the navigation system and all that stuff. I'm only doing this because I'm stripping the whole car down. So that's why, since I'm already here, I can already get these things out of my way so I can see more clearly what I need to get out more. So that's why I'm removing them. But in the actual sense, when you just want to get just the dashboard out, I don't think you need to go through all that removing the navigation systems. Dashboard, you just on the glove box, there's two things in the bottom here where you just bring this down, pull them up, and just like that you get the glove box out, so that way you can be able to access what's on the bottom right here. You got a torque screw down here somewhere, and I believe there's another one here to be able to remove this panel. And then you have all this pull this out here, it should come right out. This panel right here on the bottom of the glove box should come right out, right there, and right there. That should free up the bottom piece. Alright, so once we get the glove box out, you will notice there's a screw down here, and this screw is Philip, and you have one more screw here that holds this part of the dashboard. So we're gonna remove those, so that way this area should be free. And then I remove this one, so that way if you see this is wobbly, I still have to remove the other side, and then we'll work our way around to the other side. And that's how we're gonna do this. But for now, first you remove the glove compartment. It's easy. Pull from the bottom, pull the glove compartment out, there's no screw holding them, and then we expose these ones here. So I already got these two. I got to get this one out, that one, and this other two. All right, well, in the process of this, to remove the armrest, this whole armrest console out, there's just two bolts that was holding it here. There's one here, and then there's another one. These are Torx, I believe. And once you remove these, and then there is two more. There's two bolts. If you can see that, there's this one, and there's another one here, right there. Once you remove these two, this whole armrest should be able to come out. So now we are already on the side. I already removed this torque screw out. There's a panel right here. If you pull this panel out like this, you see another torque screw. And now we can remove this. To get this panel off here, if you notice, if you pull from here, there's two. Yo. I'll be right back. Okay. I got two phones. Be mine. Okay. There's 4 bolts, 2 bolts here holding the hood release, and then there's 2 other bolts holding the OBD input right there. Once you take those bolts out, this whole thing should be able to come right out, just like that. This here was already damaged from the accident, so we'll just go ahead and unplug it for now. Since we got this bottom piece out, there's another bolt here holding the top dashboard, holding it down, and I believe there's few more screws aside from this that is holding this panel, because that's all we really need is this top portion of the dashboard, because it's still clean to use and replace the other one that was all cracked. So let me go ahead and remove this one screw right here, and let's see what else we got going on. All right, so to remove the steering, pull the steering column down to take the cluster out. There's a Philip underneath right here. When you turn the steering, there's another one here, and then there's another one on this side. So what I did was I took all 3 out, and then once you pull this, give it a little yank, it comes out like that, and then this part right here comes out. So that way you're able to see the bottom, just like that. So I think there's 2 bolts holding it down. Let me see if I can able to reach and put this here back. All right. I need this 4 bolts out so the steering wheel can actually drop down lower. So I think this is a 10mm, 410mm to give access for this whole column to drop down. Okay, I'll drop the steering column down with the steering wheel. So now I'll go ahead and get the cluster out, and then let's see if we have any other screw holding this dash behind it. So all you do is just pull this bezel, the cluster bezel out. It should come right out. And once you pull it, there should be a plug back here. We just need to, I believe, release, unplug this. All right, once we get the cluster bezel out, we have this 4 Phillips holding the cluster. So if we go ahead and remove this, these Phillips, we should be able to pull the cluster out and then unplug. The cluster is out. We just have to unplug it from there, and then we can see the back of this dashboard. All right, so the cluster is out. Like I was saying, there's another Phillips here that we should be able to remove this, and then we'll see, give it a little wiggle and see what else is going to be holding this dash. So let's go ahead and remove that. Okay, I tried to give it a wiggle, but it looked like there's another bolt, another screw that's holding it down here, just to the left side of the door. So let's go ahead and remove that and see what happened. All right, folks, so I got all the bolts out. I thought I did, and it started wobbling here, but I noticed something is holding it on this corner. So I went ahead and released this pillar with the handle. So once I remove this pillar, this front pillar, then I noticed there's another bolt right there. So another screw holding that dashboard. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this one right now as well, and let's see if it will give us some free release or access to pull the dashboard out. All right, folks, so after I remove this screw right here, there was 2 bolts, 2 10mm bolts on each side. Just once you remove the cap of the speaker, and then on the other side, that should free the dashboard. As you can see, it's almost coming out. So I need to get this armrest detached from this, and then I think we should be good to go. So as I got these 2 bolts out, there's one more bolt. This one here, that's a 12mm. I removed this, and it seems like the whole dashboard is out. Let's see. Yep, I think this is it. Some of this wire is out, unplugged, and the dashboard is out on this side. Let's go on the other side and see if we can pull it out.